How to get started with SendinBlue. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how we can get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Express. My name is Steve, and in today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to create an account, to set up your profile. We're going to be seeing how to create your first email campaign. Then we're going to be seeing how to build and manage your contact list, as well to automate your email campaigns, so we can analyze those and optimize that for your all campaigns. So how can we get started? The very first thing you want to do is to go into SendinBlue.com. Once you are in here, what you want to do is to locate the option that says get started totally for free. So once you hit into continue, so it's going to be asking us for an email as well as a passcode, and then we can create an account. Then what you wanted to do, of course, is to provide what is the name of your company, and what you wanted to do is to add a phone number as well to verify that. Once you have verified your account, it's going to be asking you to upgrade your marketing platform, but in this tutorial we can just stick around with the actual free version. Now the free version comes with 300 emails per day, customizable email templates, we can drag and drop editor, we have transactional emails, and we have campaigns for messages and WhatsApp, which I think is more than enough. So with that being said, let's just focus into continue with the free plan. So as you can see, we're now into the dashboard of the actual SendinBlue. So what I can strongly suggest to getting started is to actually make sure that in your dashboard you don't have any task to be completed. As you can see, we have already filled our complete your profile, so we can add our first contact and then schedule our first campaign. So what I can strongly suggest to you is this: if you wanted to get started totally for free, and a very easy way is to first of all import your context. So let's focus into this upper side where it says add your first contact. Just in case you don't see any of these options, here you have in the upper side the option that says contact, and you can add your first contact. So let's click here where it says first contact. So it's going to be asking for all our fields to add our first contact, whether you want to choose to upload a file or to add a contact in a very different way. For example, we can add an embed code to our website, we can create a landing page with our brand colors, or we can choose to copy and paste contact from an XLS file, which is from Excel. So let's focus into the actual importing this into creating a form. So if I focus into create a form, what's going to be popping up is the new create your first subscription form. So let's go for create a subscription form. And here is the actual form name. So what I wanted to do is to type the welcome. I'll leave it like that. I want to enable these GPD files. I'm going to hit into next, and then it's going to be showing us our design. Now in here where it says design, what I wanted to do is to focus into my phone view. So this is how most of my contacts is going to be seeing my actual design. But take a look into this side, we cannot move anything here unless we're back into the desktop section. So as you can see here, the newsletter. So I'm going to go into the welcome board and subscribe to our newsletter to stay updated, and to your email added to subscribed. So what you want to do is to fill as much information as you wanted to, speaking about your own company. And then I'm going to make this move here. There we go. And the subscribe button, I'm going to just leave it like that. Let's input this into the center part. So I'm going to go into alignment, choose here, and there we go. So once you have filled everything that you feel that everything looks great, what I want to do now is to try to change the background color. So the background color in my case is something a little bit more like blue, like this. So I'm going to try to change the colors. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. Once you have added all the elements that you think is going to be really worthy to your actual campaign, you want to go into next. There we go. So now as you can see, we wanted to have the actual reCAPTCHA. So this one is actually recommendation for the SendinBlue. So now I'm going to hit into next, and we have now the list person. So here into our list, as you can see, we don't have absolutely anything. That's the reason why I strongly suggest you to add your context, but you don't have to worry about that because we can add this in clicking here to create a list. So here into create list, let's go for starters. And list folders, you want to go with your first folder, and we can create our very first list. So I want to import the starters, hit into next, and then it's going to be asking for the confirmation. Double confirmation email, select a template, the file template, confirmation page, and final confirmation email. And you can select, of course, a new template like this. Now I'm going to hit into next, And then what you wanted to do is to choose the actual message that you wanted to add into your subscription. For example, we have the subscription has been successful, or the information provided is invalid, or subscription could not be saved. Let's say that your subscription, let's go for delete that and change that for welcome board. You are now in our team, something like that. After that, hit into next, and lastly we have the share button. So whether you want to share this with a QR code using a copy paste, or you can embed this into your website. So now we have added a few context, now that we have created a list and we have created a new form, let's get started with our very first campaign. Now let's focus into the left part which says campaigns in the upper side, and as you can see it says get started with marketing, schedule your first campaign. So you can choose this option, or you can go into the upper side, it says create a new campaign. Both of them are totally optional. In my case I just want to stick around with the email standard version, and this one is going to be sending me into all the tools that I can choose. In my case, since this is a campaign name for welcome my people aboard of my newsletter, I'm going to type campaign name, which is welcome, and now we do have different versions from, to, the subject, and the decide. So where it says from, what you want to do is to choose the email where you are currently receiving here in the inbox, and here the name of my company. I want to delete this and go for Tech Express, right? And here I have advanced options. I just want to leave it like that. I don't want to mess around with that. Then we have to, so here what we can do is to add all the context that you can add from a list. Once we have successfully filled all of that, let's go for scheduled. So here into schedule, let's say when would you like to send your campaign. What you want to do is to go for the best time, and if you don't have this actual upgrade button, let's go for schedule for later. Let's go for today at, let's say, 2:30. I'm going to leave it like that and hit into schedule, and automatically my campaign is going to be now created. Now if you want to check it out, how are the statistics of this campaign, what you want to do, let's say, is just to wait like 7 days, 14 days, 15 days, so you can track all the actual advanced tools that has been offered for the SendinBlue. Let's focus into statics, and here it says statistics, and here you have the actual campaign and the conversions. The conversions are related into how many people clicked into the subscribed of your email campaign, and what is the main time, how many people, let's say, whether that will be like a man, like woman, 18 years old, depending on what is the actual brand. With all that being said, what we can do is to create an automation so we can track how many people has opened my email, how many people has subscribed to my list, how many people have placed my order. So with that being said, what I can do is to make some automation, and let's say that automatically I can start by making an email, update an attribute, or add to a list. This is going to be helping us a lot, let's say for example, to help boost our product so it could be sold, or we can have more subscriptions. So for example, let's say that someone subscribed into our list, so automatically it's going to be sending an email like a thank you, greetings, whatever you want to. So this is how you can get started into SendinBlue. You can go into create your first workflow, and the actual way that you can do this, a product purchase or whatever. So as you can see, we do have the automation, and you can hit into create, and this is how you can make some automations and much more. So this is just like a basic way that you can get started here into SendinBlue. As you can see, there's actually much more to figure out how we can get started, but I think that we covered the most basic elements totally for free, so you can get started with your actual email campaigns, your conversions, your automations, your insights, and much more. So hopefully guys, was a very useful video for you. Now don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if this was more than useful for you. We're going to be seeing more than SendinBlue in much more videos. Thank you so much for watching the video, and well, with that being said, hopefully I will see you next time.